Specific reading we had today is saying, we would like a king, especially to lead us militarily. And the Lord says to Samuel, they're rejecting me. They're not rejecting you. And so he tells them, this is what's going to happen. If you do this, eventually your sons are going to get dragged off into war. Your daughters are going to be enslaved. And basically, it's not going to work out the way you think it is. And that's exactly what happened. We had Saul, we had David, we had Josiah, and pretty much after that, it did collapse for the Israelites. And we know that human history over and over again proves that when peoples put too much authority, thinking this is almost like their salvation, into powers of people or groups of people, particularly around politics, military might, and or financial might, maybe you could add in there maybe like a little celebrity or just kind of charism. It does for a while seem to work, but over time it's not sustainable because there's not the recognition and the living into the authority of God, which is exactly what we see in the gospel today. There's not a recognition of the authority of God that's now in the person of Jesus. And so when we do this on a personal level, and we put too much authority outside of ourselves, at least I find it's almost like we're not taking the power we actually have to make some things change in our own life. We're just sort of deferring that. So we're kind of wandering around and wondering why nothing happens because we're always looking outside of ourselves. And sin is also, or we think we have the power to do everything and control everything and make all the changes in our life. And either way, it cripples us. And so the story today of the healing and forgiveness of the paralytic is instructive to us. That the way we find healing in that is we recognize Jesus' authority. We usually can't do it on our own because that's part of the problem is we thought we could. And through the help of the church, which is signified by the four men carrying the paralytic on the mat. And where are they trying to get him into? The house, which is symbolic of the church. That's where we find that encounter with the person of Jesus. As Catholics, we certainly do that through the sacraments and in other ways. And then in that life of healing, then we're not crippled anymore. And we're empowered to do what we can. And we also recognize that power comes from Jesus. And what are we empowered to do? To be at home in the world, and we take the mat, and now we carry other people to the Lord and show him the power of Jesus and let them experience the same. So today we continue to submit our lives, recognizing Jesus and his authority. And as we continue to do so, let's move forward knowing that he is healing us, he is forgiving us, he is saving us.